What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well, man. Feels good. I gotta say, past couple days been hotter than hell in here. Had to keep all the windows open, loud noises and everything. That's done with, man. For today, at least. It's nice and cool out. Back to the relaxing streams for me, at least. Feels good, man. Let's get a tweet out nice and quick. What do we even say today? Dearest chat Marvel Champions. What do we say? What's up, though, everybody? Yo, what's up, Mike Dance? No strings on me. Onyx Olympian, first one in here. You're late, BG, but everything's totally fine now. Everything's totally fine now. Oh, no, Chris. Sending over 2, saying 200 out of 600 now. Not feeling too good. Oh, Chris. What happened, man? I told you to sell. You needed to sell immediately. And you didn't sell. Slap. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. How are you going to make the rest of the 400 bucks that you need in a day and a half? Oh, my goodness. Only a day and a half. Tough stuff right there, man. Tough stuff. All right. Anyway, Chris, thank you very much for the 2, though, dude. Much appreciated. Bavarius and an overbuck as well. No message. I'm guessing that was a slap attempt. This close. So close. Hi, Brian. We're totally fine now, Grant. Oh, man. Immediately destroyed. Okay, anyway. Let's get a tweet out. Oh. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Never say the words... we're totally fine now. Yes. Oh, no. No. Okay. Tweet. Bald coin goes down again? Already? Or are you just saying that's why you lost all the money? Tough stuff, man. It's a real fickle market, you know? BG, who do you think would help more in Act 4, Jubilee or Colossus? Colossus, for sure, dude. He's a beast. Yo, BG, Mysterio hit you with the Matumbo finger wag. For real, dude. He did. Good evening, BG. I'm actually up late enough to catch a few minutes of you. Well, what up, dude? What up, Simula? Just checking on things expiring. We're pretty good. I'll take care of the ISO later. There's a level up event on right now, and I haven't leveled anyone up yet today. Also didn't hit the helps today. Gotta do that. Damn this Mysterio. He's pretty rough. Painful. Love that clip. Something about just seeing the top of the bald cap protruding from the bottom of the screen is hilarious. That's good. Glad you enjoyed it. All right. Let's do regular energy dump followed by AQ energy dump. Actually, let's dump it in this quest. Torch. I guess we'll continue the Cable APOC shenanigans. There's APOC. Oh, there he is. Hey, are you Contest Brian? That's me, Contest Brian. I won a contest back in 1987 to be awarded with the name Brian. And it's been that way ever since. Miguel sending over Buck. What up, Miguel? Saying Pops. Currently playing Marvel Future Revolution. Looks like an improved Marvel Future fight with some camera issues. Playing in an emulator though. You'll want a big screen for this game though. Good graphics, monetization, kind of sus. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna play. I mean, I'll probably try it at some point, but I'm not gonna try it anytime soon. Maybe when it's fully released, maybe I'll give it a go. We'll see. I don't know. I checked it out a tiny bit after my stream yesterday because I didn't even realize it was coming out. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll take a look at it. Like I did want to play this game after all, so let me take a look at it, see how it's looking. I agree with the monetization being sus. Even I only watched like 5 minutes of gameplay, but then I read a little post. Actually, Seaton posted it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me let me go to his Twitter. So. Okay, it was this tweet right here saying unlocking characters is going to be free, and that's going to stay free in the future too. Huge news on the monetization model of Marvel Future Revolution from a dev interview with Marvel. Curious to explore more and more. So I don't think this is actually good news. I don't know, man. I feel like, all right, let's just read this real quick. Spending money to save the day? Of course, being a free-to-play mobile game often brings with it the apprehension of egregious or exploitative microtransactions. While that is something that players are rightfully fearful of, Netmarble feels it is striking a healthy balance with its monetizations. Every single game company will tell you that. Oh, we're striking a balance. Really? Are you? Okay. Unlocking characters is going to be free, and it's going to stay free in the future too. So this game, I think it launched with like how many characters can you even play in that game? Is it like 7 or something like that? Of course they're not going to sell you the characters because they can't make enough money. Imagine spinning a crystal and there's only 7 characters in there. You can't sell that. So I feel like they might just be trying to make themselves seem really good. Like, oh yeah, our monetization, we're not going to be like those other companies. Okay, I believe you. Anyway, when you say free-to-play kind of game, a lot of people have different ideas about it. We always know from our experience that at least 97 or 98% of the total players that we get will stay free. This is true. This is like an accurate number that I've seen in the past, at least. I wonder if that's changed over time a little bit, but normally only like 2% of the player base spends in some of these games, at least. We still want those players to also enjoy the game as much as possible. In general, let's just say it will be fair. What does that mean? Like, this is all just a bunch of like marketing speak to me. This doesn't tell me what you're selling. Marvel Games Director of Production Danny Koo says, we are not looking into a free-to-play versus pay-to-win players kind of competition. The goal of the game is to even the playing field for both sides of the players. So, like, it's possible that this is just like legit them saying nice things, but from my experience playing games over time, it all sounds like BS to me. It sounds like a load of BS. It sounds like they could not monetize characters, so they're not going to. So what are you going to sell? I'd rather be sold the character and then not have to be sold, like, I don't know. Because like think about MCOC. You don't need every single character in MCOC, right? It's like so okay. Anyway, well, it's certainly nice to hear from the developer. Players are right to be skeptical of microtransactions in a free-to-play game, given how so many mobile games work with so many PvP modes and elements in Marvel Future Revolution. Netmarble has a tall task in front of it, but the company is confident in how its gameplay works. This is all just a load of BS. I don't know what any of this means. Just get to the real stuff here, man. We don't want to go too deep into microtransactions adding stat boost to characters, Lee says. The gameplay that we're providing is actually going to involve a lot of players knowing the right kind of combos at the right time when it comes to boss fights and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, this has to be because it's a game. That's how games work. Even when you're fully geared with lots of dollars invested into the game, unless you know how to play the game properly, you're not going to win the day. That's the basic philosophy that we wanted to have this founded on. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much every single game, so that doesn't tell us actually anything. Very suspicious, I would say. Just agreeing with you, Miguel. If there were, I didn't see any of like the videos of what you can spend on in that game. I only saw a little bit of the gameplay, so I don't know if there's already weird things going on in game, but I didn't like reading that, to be honest. Anyway, Miguel sent over another buck saying, yeah, free characters means making those characters actually good is going to cost a ton of money. Yeah. Also, the point that you mentioned about like gonna want a big screen for it, I look at a game like that and I think to myself, am I gonna want to play this game on the go ever? Like, I don't really travel that much to begin with, but MCOC is an actual mobile game. Water is wet, the dev. Exactly, Hinach, exactly. But anyway, like, I don't travel that much. But MCOC, I actually feel like it's a true mobile game where you can pick it up for a few minutes, do a couple fights, get on with your day or whatever, something like that, right? What Marvel Future Revolution looks like, can't even say the title, it's a problem. Excuse me while I go get some Hooked on Phonics. But Marvel Future Revolution, it feels like a port of a PC game. And I'd rather just play a PC game if I'm going to be playing that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to be too harsh on it because it looked like graphically and just like it's very ambitious, and like I don't want to crap on the devs, especially on a brand new game that I haven't played. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, which I don't want to continue doing that. But these are some of the things that I was thinking that I just wanted to share. So yeah, since you brought it up, I will try it at some point, probably. But I feel like if I want to play an MMO, then I'm gonna need to play on like a PC emulator of a device anyway. Why am I gonna play the mobile version of the game? Like, why don't I just find a PC MMO? I guess because they don't have ones for Marvel characters. That's probably the only reason. I don't know. Anyway, Miguel sent over another buck saying Marvel Future Revolution. I'm just gonna say MFR. I was reading it out, even though you typed MFR anyway. MFR has so much potential to be dual port, like Genshin Impact, working on mobile and PC at the same time, but MFR being only mobile, especially on dodging, and camera sucks so much. Yeah, there's a lot of games that are pretty much exactly like this game. All right, you know why it's pissing me off a little bit, and why I probably sound more agitated talking about this game than I did talking about like MRock, for example. It just reminds me of Diablo Immortal, and that game pissed me off. So that's all it is it's giving me throwbacks to like when those developers said, don't you have phones? And everyone's like, yeah, we have duh. That's not the problem. You're totally missing the point. You know? Because this just feels like it's a PC game that instead of just releasing like a PC version of the game, again, dude, hats off to the devs for the ambitions and like graphically looking beautiful and stuff like that, but if I want to play a PC game, I want to play it on my PC, not on my phone. So I don't know. I'm still open to trying it at some point, but some of that stuff rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. And I mean, it's also fair that Like, it might not just be for me. There's 100 million games out there that are just not for me, and other people play them and love them and stuff like that. So I don't mean to kill the hype for anybody who has downloaded it and is enjoying it. Anyway, Alyssa sending over to saying, Brian, do you recommend Act 5 exploration or variant exploration? So where are you in the game, right? Like, have you gotten the Cavalier title? Because normally I recommend getting Cavalier and then exploring the variants. If you're already Cavalier, then I do recommend just doing the variants. If you're not quite Cavalier yet, then I recommend exploring Act 5. Explore Act 4 if you haven't done that. Honestly, exploring Act 4 is more valuable than Act 5. Just throwing it out there in case you kind of bypass that content. You may have already cleared it though. But yeah, I would say only do the variant explorations if you're already Cavalier. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit too high level. But yeah. Alyssa, thank you very much for the 2. You spend on costumes or cards. Costumes and cards give set bonuses. You can craft costumes for free as well. It just takes time. I mean, I think that's fine. I don't necessarily mind that they're monetizing the game. I mean, dude, that game must have cost millions and millions of dollars to make. Like I said, it's an extremely ambitious goal to have like this action MMO style game on mobile and everything too. I mean, regardless of platform. Because, I mean, that's the other thing is, like, they have to make a ton of money to make sure that that project was profitable. And I don't mind that they're making money or anything like that. I just didn't like the wording of that post that just tried to make them sound like the holier than thou. Oh, we're not these other mobile developers that you've seen. I never played Marvel Future Fight, but I've heard it's quite spendy in that game too. I don't know. I guess I just don't like being lied to. Like Kabam, they will try to suck you dry, but they're not gonna try to lie about it. You know, they're totally gonna try to. I mean, dude, look at the event coming up. We're pumped. Or, well, I shouldn't say we, because I'm not gonna be spending any money. But a lot of people are pumped to spend money because it's fun. But yeah, I'd rather them just like tell me what they're going to monetize instead of dancing around the subject. Alyssa sending over another 2 saying, got Cav today. Ah, okay. Took notes from Union and your Cav vid. Okay. Cool. All right, well, if you got Cav today, then yeah, I would say variants. That's where you want to be going to next. Unzo. Okay. I was going to say Union. I don't remember a YouTuber called the Union, but okay. Unzo. Got it. Unzo and your Cav vid. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would say the variants. You want to like single clear a bunch maybe before going into like full exploration. But if you've already done that, then yeah, fully exploring them I think is good too. Miguel sending over another buck saying Future Fight is expensive AF, more expensive than MCOC to stay competitive. I was an MMF competitive player. There's no point of comparison. 5 years on both games, only spent $10 in MCOC and $1,000 on Marvel Future Fight. Okay. Got it. That's good info. So I've never played that game, and I guess it's a little bit hard for me to try to call the devs out for a game that I never played. But I do remember people saying it was also expensive. That's the thing is, all of these games are, you know? I just don't like when they try to word it like we're stupid It just feels insulting. You know what I mean? But otherwise, I mean, dude, games got to make money. I've got nothing against them selling costumes or whatever they're selling. Just say that. That's all. Anyway, enough of a rant about that game. Actually, one last thing. I want to, man. So Cynic Alex, who I always call Cynical Alex, which is always wrong, but I should probably correct that. So Cynic Alex, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, he plays Marvel Future Fight and other games too. You know, like streams it on Twitch and stuff like that. And we've talked a little bit, not very much. He pops in here sometimes. I popped in his stream a few times. Talked on Twitter once or twice. Little things like that. And it always seemed like it'd be really fun to like play Marvel Future Revolution with him when that game came out. And I still kind of want to do that, you know. I still want to set that up somehow. Like that's probably the biggest motivation to play that game that I have currently, because otherwise I'm just not super interested and rather just keep playing MCOC. And I am interested in like some upcoming MMOs, but they're like not Marvel related and I wouldn't stream them. I'd probably just play them casually whenever they came out. Ashes of Creation being the I mean, when I say some MMOs, I should just say one. That's really the only one I'm interested in. But yeah. The other, okay, well, man, I'm really ranting about this game that I haven't even played yet. One last thing, I swear this will be it. This will be the last thing, unless somebody asks a question. The other thing that I don't like, and this goes for any game, all right? I don't like starting the game and feeling like a god already. When you start MCOC, you are nothing. You hit the opponent for like no damage. You know, it feels good to see like a hit over 100 damage. When you see a hit for 1,000 damage, you're like, whoa, this is awesome. And eventually, like, the numbers do go up and stuff like that, and you get these champions that are just super immensely powerful and everything. But you start from absolutely nothing. And the little bit of gameplay that I watched, like, the numbers were already in like the thousands on like day one. It's like, oh man. When I did see some Marvel Future Fight gameplay, it seemed like that's how it was in that game too, where suddenly you're hitting for 50 million out of nowhere already. Like, man, that was the same thing with Diablo 3 as well. Another thing that I hated in that game. And like New Age World of Warcraft, because in like the original WoW that I actually liked, you started out with absolutely nothing, and nowadays that's why I don't play that game, is because you're just a god at level 1, and it's like, damn, give me some room to grow here. The growing part is the fun part, you know. All right, that's it though. Sorry about ranting for a game that I'm not even streaming. Shed sent over $1 saying, BG, I went to buy some camouflage. Oh no. BG, I went to buy some camouflage trousers the other day, but I couldn't find it. I joined with the wrong champion. But I couldn't find it. Okay, Shed. I probably ruined your joke by joining this fight with the wrong champion, thinking I had King Groot selected. But still. Boo, dude. Boo. Eric Nelson sent over $1 with a 3-parter. Let's see what this is. BG, I need to decide my next move in game. I'm going to stay as far away as possible from exploring Act 6. That will take me years. I'm thinking of finishing my last 4 paths in the Abyss with this new Classic Variant 7 Chapter 2, Quest 2, giving or revive grinding. After that, I'm going to single clear all the variants and gradually doing any easier paths until I hit a wall. Then I'm going to possibly do an Act 7 initial. Also, are you going to live stream when the offers on Friday go live? Because if I'm going to spend, I want your input on the best bang for my buck. I usually review the unit offers more in depth than the money offers, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to do a live review, no. But I'll wake up early, or I'll look at the offers early, because I mean, a lot of times I'm awake before 10 a.m. But anyway, I'll look at the offers early. I'll try to record something pretty quick and get it posted. It'll probably take me about an hour to review it, edit it, render it, upload it, all that stuff. The video itself will probably only be 10 minutes or something, but with the rendering and uploading, probably take an hour. But yeah, man. Act 7, hold on. So, dude, I would recommend Act 7 before finishing Abyss. The last 4 paths of Abyss, dude, that's intense. Whereas Act 7, you can pick that apart piece by piece, and it's really not too bad. A lot of people preferred Act 7 over Act 6. So I would recommend starting with that, dude. Oh, Labyrinth. Okay. All right. Wow, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. All right. You did say Abyss. I was like, did I make that mistake? Did I just assume Abyss? Okay. All right. You actually did say it. All right. But okay. I was going to say, man, especially when you said 4 paths, and I know you just did your first one. So I'm like, dude, last 4, that's the entire place. You crazy? But, okay. All right. I was gonna say, man. So yeah. That's fine then if you want to clear out Labyrinth. Okay. Well, cool, man. Yeah. Good luck with all that stuff. And yeah, I'll try to post the offer stuff as soon as possible. Bavaria sent over Buck saying, just returned MCOC after a 3-month break to pull 6-star APOC. Dude, what a return to the game. Nice, man. What a beast. God, I would love to get a 6-star Apocalypse. He's such a good, he's such a versatile champion, man. Being useful even for this Mysterio fight, which I didn't expect him to be useful for the Mysterio fight, and of course he's great at it. The Horseman stuff, oh man. Just how tanky of a character he is in general, and then having Adrenaline because it's a 6-star. Whew. It's a beast. By the way, I don't think I ever said what nodes are on this fight. It's Biohazard. So that's why I could have just hit into his block a bit and blocked myself to build up specials or something like that, but that'd have been a nightmare. So great. MSD's video of APOC versus Mysterio was like 9 minutes. It's a long fight, dude. It can be done faster than 9 minutes, but the way I see it, I never play Apocalypse. I had to learn his abilities. I mean, I've looked at his abilities before, but because I so infrequently play the champion, I had to relearn his abilities, take the tips from MSD, and if I could apply those tips on the first or second try or whatever it was within a couple of minutes, and see the potential in a solo, I consider it to be a great counter. Man, that clip that I uploaded with King Groot, it was only my second time fighting that Mysterio. I did 1 fight with I-Bomb and then 1 fight with King Groot. When I was originally uploading the video today, I wasn't even gonna make it like a little funny wrecked clip or whatever. I was gonna actually provide tips, and try to tell people dude, if I wanted to finish the fight faster, I would have just tried again with the same champion, but I was just rotating them all in. But then I realized, yeah, I don't care. It's just funnier to show a clip getting wrecked. So so whatever. Wish Odin was as strong as APOC as both a buffer and a playable champ. Yeah. Oh, I thought this guy had a bar of power. I was trying to bait while reading the chat message. Yeah, he's not Apocalypse. That's for sure. He's not terrible by any means, but as a playable character, Apocalypse is 1,000 times better, man. What's up, Super Sam? Sam PG, hope your night's good. So I completed my last Karina challenge, the Star-Lord one. All right. Watched Mike's stream of it and felt confident. Let's say I was humbled. It was not fun, but iHulk is one sig from 200. Damn, dude. Got a sig 199 iHulk at rank 3. Holy moly. Good stuff. BJ, have you considered using Sentry properly? Oh, just kidding. Love the streams. Keep it up. God. I wonder if there's any of those messages in the chat today. Couldn't watch the chat this morning. All the people suggesting champs you're ready to use are just too difficult. And then the ones not understanding the concept of testing. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Like that, I don't know what to do to prevent those, like, I don't know if I just didn't explain what I was doing right. So like, is it my fault, or people? Is it the people in the chat's fault? I don't know. But it sort of ruins the fun of it all. It's like, dude, I'm just throwing in like a dozen champs at this, giving it one go. Sometimes more than one in the case of Voodoo if I had like a bad start. Or I didn't get to test what I wanted to test. That's it. Kairos. Shandinova 2. Saying last 2. Alright. Give me 1 sec. This Green Goblin. It's kind of a butt. You know what I mean? Luckily, dude, listen to me call Colossus Apocalypse. Luckily, Colossus shreds this man. I lost a bunch of health with Colossus early on, though. So I do have to be careful. Should be dexing those laser beams a little bit better. Come on, give me a big heavy crit. Put this man out of his misery right here, right now. That'll do it. Okay. Alright, we're done with AQ. Alright, Cairo. Let me see where you're at. What would you rank difficulty of Summer of Pain bosses? Mine is starting at hardest 3, 2, 1. I would say Rogue was probably the, well, Mr. Sinister was the easiest, I would say. I guess Mr. Sinister, or I'm sorry, Mysterio was the hardest. I don't think he's that much harder than Rogue, though. Whereas, like, Sinister, I'd put Sinister as the easiest, by far. Not that he wasn't hard, too. But just, like, relative to the others, I guess. Where I think Mysterio and Rogue were a little closer. It depends on the champs you were using, I guess, though. Because I think, like, when using Kingpin, I think the fight was actually really easy using Kingpin. It was pretty difficult using other champs. Just like against Mysterio, there was a couple of champs that made that guy, or made her easy. Like She-Hulk made Rogue really easy. I mean, I guess there There was a few more options though. All right. So yeah, I would say 3-1-2 though in terms of difficulty. I guess they weren't as close as I was making out to be though. Thinking back on the rogue fight a little bit more, there was a few more options that were good. The reason why I think the second one was easy is either you just drop off decks, or you can use a shock immune champion like Doom, and it was a long fight, but easy, I think. Nick saying I sold Sinister on my first try. The others took 20 to 30 minutes of practice to get the solo. Yeah. All right, Jack. Dude, Jack sending over 20. Jack, man, always so generous. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, I love the random champs. People calling out in your Summer of Pain champ testing streams. Maybe you should put a quick description of the nodes in the comments. That's a good idea. When you say nodes in the comments, I could do that, but you just gave me another idea. Maybe I should, maybe I could put on screen the champions that I've tested. Like, you see the little heads that I have on for like the cutoffs? What if I just lined up above? Oh, man, that takes a little, that would take too much work. That'd be so nice, though. If I knew in advance who I was testing, I could set that up ahead of time and just, you know, pop that in there. But every time I test a champ, it would take me like 2.5 minutes to pop another champion's head down there. Text kind of takes up a lot of room on screen. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, man. Jack, that's a good idea, and it sparked another good idea too, I think. So, thank you, dude. Thank you for that. All right, I saw a pop-up for Koroian with the 4 months in a row. Koroian, thank you for the continued support, dude. Brock Brakovich also sent an 05 saying, my game lags on characters like Mysterio and Vision Arcus, so I'm having trouble getting through this one. Wish there was a graphic setting. Yeah, dude, I noticed a little bit of lag myself, or feels like a little bit of lag at least. I almost want to like watch it in the playback, because in the moment I'm just so focused on trying not to get blasted by that heavy that I can't tell if it's lag or what. But so I sometimes get that feeling with Mysterio too, like the, I mean, I guess it's like the explosion of the heavy, not like the wind up, so I guess that's not a cause for me getting hit. But afterwards, like the particles from the impact of the heavy, it feels like it stutters the game just slightly. Maybe it's just like visual chaos though, I don't know. But dang, dude, yeah, that's a bummer that that it is lagging your game. Of course, depending on the phone, gonna have problems. Sucks, man. Dude, most games that I play that have graphical options, I usually just turn it down to avoid any kind of lag. I want the game to look good, but it only needs to look good to a certain extent. After that, my eyesight is garbage anyway, so I can just look at some stick figures. I'll be good. Stiatic sending over a buck. Saying, people are just lazy or want to troll. You can put what you're doing in the title and on screen, and they will still ask. That's true. In my opinion, those people are asking for bans. That's probably also true. I don't know. I think there's something, I think there's like a real fine line, and it's tough to see that line when you can't see people's faces, you know? Like, that's the problem just with the internet or text in general. Is like, I think it's funny, dude. I think it's funny to like poke fun at like getting wrecked. I find it hilarious. But through text, like, you can't always get the context of it. And somebody might just be trolling. They might just be looking to make you, you know, to give you a hard time, trying to make you have a bad day or something like that. Or there might be someone who thinks they're funny, but their joke just sucks. And I'm not even talking about like puns sucking, because all of those suck, 100% of them. Boo everyone with a pun. But you know, and I've done this before too, where it's like, you know, it was like a well-intentioned, just meant to be something to laugh off, but it's not taken that way. So I always do, like, I never know what to do. It's like, man, do I ban people for that, or are they just goofing? I don't know. But maybe I should ban some more people than I am. Anyway, Guy Gardner sending over a buck, saying BG sold Mysterio with I-Bomb, and it's all thanks to your champ design, dude. Hell yeah! I never mentioned it in the stream, but I'm pumped that so many people are using I-Bomb. Feels good, man. Thank you, dude. Shit, sent over a buck saying, BG, you hear about the bird who's sick? It got the flu. Okay. Remember when I said all puns are bad, Shed? Boo, dude. It's okay, though. It got tweetment. Okay. I didn't know there was a part 2 to that as well. Should have never even given the laugh track on that. Boo, dude. Ah, terrible. Boo. We ranking I-Bomb for this fight? Is he really the thing we're doing? Oh, I-Bomb is great. I-Bomb is great just in general. He does not need to be ranked specifically for that fight. He's just an amazing champ all around. Cairo will send over another 2 cent. Last 2, please. Famous last words. Okay, let me see. I didn't have Sunspot and didn't turn off wait, is there one before this even? Wait, did I... Hold on a sec. Did I read the wrong messages last time? Oh crap, I didn't read the second one. That's what I didn't do. Oh man. Cairo, I'm sorry. Your second one was, what do you think needs to be done with changing masteries? I grind arena a lot with suicides, but turning them on and off for alliance war costs 52 units, which is stupid. 80 plus if you have other offense masteries. Alright, well this is going to be a little bit of a controversial take, probably. But good. I think it should cost units. I think that's the entire point of masteries, is like you can't get everything that you want and you have to pick and choose, make sacrifices. I don't think the mastery system is great the way it is. I think the mastery system needs an overhaul in several ways. More masteries in general need to be added to give more variety, more options to choose from. And I think when you do swap masteries, that needs to be like quick. It needs to be easy. But I think there should be some sort of cost associated with it. I wouldn't hate the idea of like a one-time cost to unlock like a second set of masteries that you can swap between that doesn't cost you any units, and then it only costs units to like if you wanted to change those permanent sets kind of thing. But I think there needs to be some sort of cost associated with it in some way. Otherwise, you get to just tailor your masteries for every single situation, and you're not making any sacrifices. you're always picking, you know, the best of the best for that situation. And it kind of defeats the, like, Masteries shouldn't exist at that point if that's the way it worked. Because that's the you know, the entire purpose of them. Oh, why am I doing so many heavy attacks like I have Apocalypse on team? You're like, you've obviously reset your Masteries more than once for Alliance War, right? But you're still okay with the cost because it makes some parts of the game so much better, right? So yeah, it's like that trade-off that you're okay with, whereas other people, maybe they're not even okay with that trade-off at all, and that's why they don't want to run suicides at all, and that's their choice. And so yeah, I actually like that part of the system, believe it or not, which I know most people don't like. The other, I would say there's kind of another way that you could tweak the Masteries that would remove the cost, but I think this would actually be worse. Is if you, when you started a quest, or same thing like for Alliance War, like when you started Alliance War and you entered with those champions, you're locked in with those with those Masteries that you entered with. Because then again, you would have to really think things through, and you wouldn't be able to just get the best setup for every fight. Which would make Alliance War more difficult, and in some cases, almost feel impossible. So it's probably not a good system to have. It would make running suicides 10 times more difficult for a lot of people. For some, you know, if you're just using Ghost or Omega Red the entire path or something like that, then you're still good. But for some fights, the way that the nodes are designed, the way that the champions are designed, like, you have to take suicides off for certain fights. And so yeah, it's probably better that they don't just get locked that way, and you still have to pay the units. Was there, Cairo, was there another one? I hope I didn't miss another one of your messages. The other messages didn't seem like they were... yeah, we already read those other messages, so I think that was it. If I did miss another message, though, let me know. Don't send another super chat. I'll try to watch out for it. Jack, dude, Jack sent over another 20. Jack, thank you, man. Yeah, always so generous. Saying, I thought my roster was pretty extensive for most Summer of Pain situations. This week's Mysterio hurts. No I-Bomb, no King Groot, only rank 4 APOC. Yeah, dude. Summer of Pain, I think there's going to be other situations to run into throughout the Summer of Pain. Careful with your rank ups, guys. This is why I'm kind of hesitating to do more big rank ups at the moment. I want to make sure to have some Catalyst on hand just in case. But yeah, it can be, oh man, yeah, it'd be pretty rough with rank 4 Apocalypse, I will say. Rank 5, even if you don't get a solo, if you're using a rank 5, that feels more doable. This, I will say this about the Mysterio fight. It feels more important to actually use potions to heal up if you guys are using revives. So that probably does add an element of difficulty and cost to it compared to the other weeks. Where I feel like the other weeks, you could probably survive the chip damage because the fights, they're long but not super long. If you just pop like a 40% revive, you could probably do that a few times and be good or something like that. But with Mysterio, there's like setups to it. Like the way that I was following MSG's setup to get damage in with Apocalypse, you know, you already have to bait a few specials and stuff like that and take all that chip damage. I'm sure I can get it done with APOC at rank 4, just might suck a bit more. Yeah. Oh, and you have no voodoo too? Okay. That's what I was gonna actually ask you about. Alright, well, good luck, man. I believe in you. You got this. Got Gardner sending over a buck as well, saying, only question I'll ask for tonight, but if you could imagine... hold on. Dying to a monkey. Oh my god. Really? You were able to block that? I'm dead, I think. Hey, yeah, I think I'm dead. Of course he went to throw a special. I was hoping he wouldn't, and then I'd kill him with my special too. Anyway, only question I'll ask for tonight, but if you could imagine, what would the objectives be for Thronebreaker for Summer of Pain? This is tough. Oh, I gotta stop hitting him until my incinerates drop off. Okay, of course. I'm an idiot. All right, there we go. Now we can fight again. That's tough, man. I don't know what they're gonna be. I would think that they would say use lower star level champions just because it's easy for Kabam to do that because they've already done that in, you know, the Cavalier Monthly Challenge, the Summer or not Summer of Pain, Karina's challenges. They can just, you know, copy and paste that technology into Summer of Pain and say, hey, you could only use 4-star champions or something like that. That what I would say is probably like the easiest thing to guess and maybe get right. Other guesses would be an item use limit, but I think that kind of, not only is that different than anything Kabam has done in the past, I think that also kind of goes against their philosophy of, listen, we're going to add some challenge to the game and it'll be possible to solo so that you don't have to spend, but always include people that are willing to just like spend to get through the content. So I don't think they're going to introduce an item restriction. I could also see champion restrictions. I forgot about this one. I brought this up the other day as well, where, okay, if like, let's say Archangel is the best. Let's say we're going to go up against a really annoying Elsa or something, and Archangel just totally shuts down the fight. They could say, okay, get through this fight. You could use any star level champion you want, but you cannot use Archangel. I actually think that would be the most fun out of all these options. Some people might really hate that as well, because I mean, if there's only like 3 or 4 good options to counter a specific fight, and they're saying you can't use like the one of the 3 that you have, that's gonna feel kind of crappy. But I think that's more fun than using a 4-star champion. I think it'd be more fun than using an item restriction that a lot of people are kind of just doing for fun anyway, trying to reset it until they get the solo. So yeah, I think restricting the certain counters that would make the fight more difficult, I think that would be the most fun. But if I had to guess, I would say we're probably going to see a star level restriction. Evening BG, what's up, Lori? My first impressions of Revolution aren't that great. Same. Yeah, I was ranting about it a little bit earlier. I haven't even played it yet, but I won't go into the rant again. But if you did want to hear it, you can go back to like the 10-minute mark probably. Monkey almost killed most of us in the arena at least once. Oh man, I don't normally die to him in the arena. But I have died to him in an Alliance War, I'll tell you that much. If you're Cav, do you think it would be a safe bet to skip the Mysterio fight if you don't have a good counter? I would still try to get it done. What are the... Okay, hold on. I mean, you really don't have to solo the fight. If you could even getting through in like a handful of revives would be worth it for every single week of this, I think. 'If I can do 10% might be a little too little. If I can do 20%, I would say. If you can do 20% of Mysterio's health, then I think it'd be worth powering through with items. And if you can't do 20%, I would try practicing a bit more to see if there was a way that you can figure out to do 20%. Yeah, I don't know. Even if you couldn't do 20%, I would be a little, you know, that's just an estimate. If there was, like, let's say I was right around the cav level or something like that, and I, you know, didn't have the good champions for it, didn't develop certain skills yet, and I could only knock out 15% on average, I would probably still power through. I mean, what is that in units? 15%. So we're talking about 7 total attempts, but your first attempt is free. So we're talking 6 revives at 40 units a pop, 240 units. Worth it. So worth it. Even a little bit more than that, I would say, if you had to use some potions to add to the cost. I think it's worth it. Alright, let's get back to the arena, though. But it's also okay to skip it as well. I want to make that clear. Nobody needs to put any additional pressure on themselves. If you can't complete this challenge, it's no biggie. There's going to be other challenges. Use it as motivation to prepare for the next challenge. And just, you know, slowly build your roster over... Like, I hope Kabam does this every year. I hope there's a Summer of Pain next year. And just use it as motivation to keep progressing, keep growing your roster and skills and stuff like that. And maybe you'll take down the 2022 Summer of Pain. Hashtag shoe raid, hashtag DN raid. Hey, there's Rob. Rob, thanks for the raid, dude. Rob Von Raid saying, yo, BG, what's your favorite Netflix series? I mean, it's Cobra Kai. It didn't start out on Netflix, but at this point, it is a Netflix series, right? It's gonna end on Netflix, so yeah. It's not even close. Cobra Kai. I don't think there is another series I've watched on Netflix. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. I've watched, oh my God. Stranger Things. Dude, I was legit about to say Weirder Things. I've watched Stranger Things, and it was good. Not a typical show that I would watch, but I enjoyed it enough to keep watching, at least. I don't know if I'll watch the next season whenever it comes out. I maybe will. But that's it. I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people right now, but I'm just gonna say it. I like to be honest with you guys. I tried watching oh man, it was a show a lot of people recommended. Arrested Development, which is on Netflix. I tried watching that again. I got 3 episodes in, and it just wasn't my show. That's all there is to it. I could see why other people would enjoy it and stuff like that, but it wasn't my show. That's all. Guy Gardner sent over buck saying, double darn it, BG. Dude, settle down. The language getting intense over here. Double darn it. Wow. Double darn it, BG. I lied and I'm going to ask another question. What is the minimum milestone you're going for in Summer of Pain? 100%. Dude, as far as I'm concerned, defeat does not exist in this dojo. Failure is not an option. 100% is the minimum milestone. I need those 6 stones. I don't care what has to be done to... I mean, you know, not going to cheat if I actually couldn't pull it off, whatever challenges throw my way, but I will sit here and get destroyed for 10 hours at a time, day in, day out, all week long if I have to. I mean, more realistically, I'll probably just burn some units. But I'm saying if units were taken off the table, I'll make sure that I can get through it. So yeah, man, I will be getting through it. Hellboy sending over to saying, you think the next Summer of Pain is even harder? I hope so. Which many people probably hate to hear, but I actually hope so. Yeah, man. I don't know if it actually is going to be harder or not. It's probably going to depend on your roster and just comfort level. Because even now, there's gonna be people who disagree on like who is the hard, like the order of difficulty of the fights. To some extent, at least. But yeah, I hope the next fight's even harder. It's been fun so far. I've really liked it. Whaleverine sent over 3 saying, hey BG, didn't oopsie and bench pressed 150 kilograms, 330 pounds in freedom units. Oh my god. Dude, you said freedom units, and I was like, wait. Units? You spent units to bench press? Anyway, to test my max, I did it but injured both arms. Oh no, dude. Right side so bad, I need to play MCOC with left only. Hey, that's how I'm playing right now. Thanks for being a role model of one-hand gaming. No problem, dude. It's all about that left-hand gaming right there, man. Dang, dude, that sucks, though. That's a huge bummer. Like, obviously that sucks just day to day. Being in pain and being injured and stuff like that. But it sounds like you're pretty into fitness. If you were able to lift 330 pounds, that wasn't your first time at the bench. And that's probably going to mean you're going to have to take some time away from the bench, right? I know that always sucks. For the people that do exercise. Me, of course, I'd be like, oh, good. I can't work out anymore. Excellent. That was a good one afternoon that I spent at the gym. But back to the couch. But yeah, dude, hopefully it doesn't take you too long to heal. Sure, play MCOC with the left hand only. Hee hee. Hunter, what are you getting at? Left hand? I fight one hand on my right hand. I switch off. I switch. This is my, I mean, I don't know if you could see it, but right now I'm just playing with my right hand. I'll do the next fight with the opposite hand. It's one of the reasons why, like, I don't know, some people ask if I get like hand fatigue or something like that. My hands hurt during big grinds. The answer is no. Never once. Because I'll just switch off. Sometimes I'm playing with my, I mean, for the most part I'm playing with my thumb. But there's even sometimes where I'll play with my pointer finger or something like that. Ambidextrous, so impressive. I don't really consider myself an ambidextrous person, but with MCOC, I don't think it's too bad. I may be slightly more ambidextrous thanks to drumming. But otherwise, no, my left hand is like I can't throw a ball with my left hand. That's for damn sure. Then again, like, I don't know. I guess with games, you're so used to using two hands anyway, right? Like both hands kind of develop, just in different ways. Like if you're playing a PC game, one is used to the keyboard and the other's used to the mouse. On a controller, the joypad or whatever, the D-pad or man, you guys know what I'm talking about, or the buttons. What time is it for you guys? Because for me it's 1:08 a.m. and I'm ambidextrous. It's 10:10 p.m. right now. What I was gonna say though is throwing a ball with my left hand. I don't know if you guys have ever done this just for fun. It like I feel drunk. It's the same feeling. Trying to throw a ball with my left hand. It would be the same thing as if I was completely wasted trying to just like throw a ball, like trying to throw a pitch or something like that. Week 3 is horrible. I have rank 4 Claire. However, I have no intent on doing this one. Dude, I found Claire to be terrible for it. Has somebody soloed? Is there a YouTube video with a solo with Claire? I think it's possible. But she was one of the worst options that I tried, to be honest. It felt miserable trying with Claire. Okay, I did the other two, thankfully, but at least in my disappointment, I could laugh at you getting wrecked. Thanks for making my day. That's what I'm here for, man. Can actually write and draw with both hands because I broke my right arm when I was in high school and was forced to learn to do my work. It looks like a toddler trying to learn their ABCs, but hey. That's good, man. I've tried to write with my left hand too, and that's just as bad as me throwing a ball. I'm left-handed, so I feel sober. Yeah, well, okay. I meant with the opposite hand. Obviously, there's some people that are left-handed. Victor, you soloed with Claire? Nice, dude. Dr. Peg is saying Claire is good for this challenge. Okay. So we got a few people that use Claire. I really found it to be not so good. Special one in heavies. I guess I also did play it pretty poorly, to be fair. So maybe if I played it a little bit more. But I don't know. Claire's damage output is really not so good. And it gets better with suicides, and of course she's super suicide friendly. But you can't really use suicides for this challenge unless you're willing to only do special 3s. Which is also technically possible, but also technically a nightmare. So yeah, and you don't have the damage from like the incinerate phase. Because even without suicides, if you're popping special 2s with the incinerates for the bonus energy damage, like their damage is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine enough. Especially for such a high utility champion, the damage is plenty. But when you take away the utility that, like, I mean, you're not fully taking away the utility, obviously, but when you're taking some of it away and taking away any sort of bonus damage that you can get, ugh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm left-handed. How can you tell? Bumps shoulder when next to each other. Huh? Guy Gardner sending over another buck saying double darn. Quadruple darn? BG, what champ do you hope to pull from 6-star class Nexus selector? Also, what tier 5 class catalyst would you pick? You know, that's tough. I've picked Mutant so many times that I don't know if I'm gonna pick Mutant again. I might still, but I feel like maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should diversify the rank ups a bit more. I mean, I'm running out of tier 4 class catalysts. I mean, I'm already out of them, but you know what I mean. It's gonna stay that way. So I don't know what class type I'm gonna pick. I'm not even sure which class of champion I'm gonna get. Maybe. It is tempting to pick Mutant for that. It's tempting to pick... Alright, well, let's go through it. So Mutant, I would have Namor, Professor X, Apocalypse, Archangel. I'd be happy with any of those 4 pulls. So, pretty decent chance at seeing one of those in the Nexus. And worst case scenario, there's some other champions that I don't have. I could still totally get shafted because I have a lot of Mutant champions as it is, so the odds of getting a brand new champion is probably the lowest in that class type. Cosmic would be a really good one to go for. Cosmic might be the top choice, actually, because both Cosmic Ghost Rider and Silver Surfer would be incredible pulls that I would love to see. And in general, I'm just missing a lot of the Cosmics anyway. It's almost tempting. It's almost tempting to like grab the Cosmic one and hold on to it to see if like Medusa or Hyperion get added to the basic. But nah, I wouldn't do that. So anyway, yeah, Cosmic is pretty high on the list. Would love to see those champions. I don't think I can go with Mystic. It's probably the lowest one on the list. Claire is about to be in the arena. I'm probably going to grind for Claire, and my Mystics are beyond set at that point. I can't really see myself going for skill, even though a dupe on Fury would be nice. Pulling Mole Man, a couple other champs, that'd be nice. But meh. Science... Science actually has some good... Maybe I would go Science. There's Thing or I-Bomb. That would be great prestige rank ups. And just like very strong champions in general that I would love to invest Sig Stones into. So Science could be really good. And also a dupe on Void. I could pull Mr. Fantastic as a 6-star, which I would love his pre-fights. So yeah, Science is actually a strong contender. I would say Cosmic and Science. And then, of course, there's Tech, which has Ghost in it, which is also very important. And an Awakening of Warlock. First time pull, Guillotine 29. Tech's probably not the highest on the list, but I would maybe toss it in there just as a Ghost is so good. I got to take a shot at it. Kind of crystal. So yeah, that's the kind of the rundown that I'm thinking right now. Scotty Lang. What's up, Scotty? Sending over a buck. Is there going to be a message, or is this buck going in the Paseo jar? No message. That is a Paseo buck if I've ever seen one. Scotty, thank you, dude. Appreciate it as always. Eric Nelson sending over a buck as well, saying tweet. Sure. Check you out here. 6-star class Nexus crystal. Oh man. I'm already done, but this is a nice looking picture right here, man. I like the layout and the graphics and stuff like that. I'm already done thinking about it, but oh, dupe on Magneto House of X would actually be nice for mutants too, that I did not mention. Pulling Sunspot would be cool too. But yeah, other than that, I think I pretty much hit all the champions that I wanted to say. A couple other in Cosmic that it would be interesting for me. Vision Arcus, I think. Wait, is Medusa coming soon? I didn't think she was. Because she's not in this crystal, right? Yeah, so she's not going to be added to the basic pool anytime soon, right? Maybe they just put it there since the character exists as a 6-star, and so technically it'll probably, you know, she'll probably get added at some point or something, but yeah, I don't know about that one. Could be a while. We don't know if that's it's an actual coming soon. But yeah, Eric Nelson, thank you again for the buck. All right. Let's get back to the grind. PG, can you check Twitter, please? If not, I'll say happy birthday. Oh, well, goodness gracious, man. Don't do that. What do we got on Twitter? This isn't my champ nor my account. This is my friend's account. And look at the top right corner to see what I tweeted this for. Anything you could think of as to why this happened. The negative units? You gotta ask your friend that, dude. What did your friend do? Normally, negative units come with, like, refunds. Is the most common thing. I don't know if there's other reasons. Hold on a sec. I don't know if there's other reasons for negative units specifically other than the refunds. Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me. My webcam froze. The game's not frozen. The stream's not frozen. Just the actual webcam part of it. What if I do this? Is it gonna fix it? Nope, it didn't fix it. Cheating and refunding spend. So can you get negative units for cheating too? Like in other ways than refunding units? Because I mean, refunding units, that's cheating too. That in itself is cheating. When you get just a ton of free crystals advantage over someone else. All right, I'm gonna restart my stream really quick. You guys might not even notice that it's down. All right, we should be back. That took a little bit longer than I thought. It was lagging when I was trying to open the program up, so you guys definitely noticed. But yeah. BG full AQ energy in 12 minutes. Yeah, the boss is still linked. So, oh, the boss is not linked. Karate Mike took care of it. I'm glad I popped back in here. Let's fight this Electro. I don't know if I'll do all my fights, but might as well fight Electro at least. But yeah, at least you're right, Hunter. At least it didn't freeze during a speed up debuff. That would have been awkward. PG rank 5 Void, Sig 80 or Corvus Sig 0 to rank up. Do you run suicides? If you run suicides, Corvus. If you don't run suicides, Void. Claire prediction. That's a tough one. We took like a kind of a community prediction yesterday, and it was a little all over the place. Some people were guessing like 150 plus million. Personally, I was thinking it was going to be in the 90 to 100 million territory, but it could certainly go higher. It's just that she's been around in the game for a while. I think a lot of people have Claire, and because she doesn't need to be awakened, people wouldn't spend the time grinding for her. That said, I'm still waiting for round 2 before I do my grind. And if it is like some astronomical number, then yeah, forget her. Like, I want Claire for sure, but I'd say if it's like if it was like 100 mil or less, I'm probably in on the grind.
Man loves beans.
Speaking of, speed up D. Oh yeah. Right now I'm thinking of a player named Gus, sending out those smooth vibes, saying I love you. Speed up D. Appreciate the love and support as always, man. God, man, it almost sounded a little sexual there. Speed up D. Thank you though, dude. As always, love and support. Christopher Cordova sending over 2 saying BG chat sir. Also hi to Bridget. What up, Bridget? Saying BG, I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. Okay. Can you even order? Who am I kidding? Yeah, of course you can order that from Amazon. It'll probably be there in about 35 minutes. But boo, man. Fluffy Monster sent him a bug saying, Beaver, how the heck are you? Great. Anyways, I'm going through some work transition and I don't like it. But I applied for a new job today and got called in the same day. Oh, damn, dude. All right. I was going to start my OnlyFans, but I guess an 8 to 5 job works too. Also, happy birthday. Fluffy Monster, good luck, dude. I hope you get the new job. I hope the new job is awesome. And yeah, man. That sucks that your other job sucks. That your current job sucks. But that's awesome, dude. Same day callback. I don't think that's ever happened to me. I'm trying to think. One time, I think I applied to it was some drugstore. I don't remember the name of it either. It's like a store that I'd never been into before. But kind of like a Rite Aid, if you guys have those in your area. I think Rite Aids are across the country, right? Pretty sure I've seen them out here and back in New Jersey. Anyway, I applied to a place like that, and like as I was, like, you know, this is before online applications for stuff. Walk in, ask for an application, and fill it out and turn it in. And normally they're like, all right, we'll give you a call. But in this place, they're just like I just went for an interview like at that same time. But that was the only time. And then I ended up like accepting that job, but never actually working there. Because then I got a call back from the clothing store that I worked at and met Laura at and everything. And I was like, yeah, this seems like a way more fun place to work than this drugstore. Screw this, I'm out. Thanks for the opportunity. Dude, life could have been so much different. Would have never met Laura. What would I be doing right now? Got Gardner sending over another bug saying, BG, sorry how impolite of me. How are you doing? The bean and bald cap business doing well. Oh, it's doing phenomenal, yeah. Of course. You see these caps, they sell themselves. How are you and your family doing? Would you like an egg in these trying times? Oh, man. I could use an egg, though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you got one, I'll take it, dude. For sure. Ryan, stop trying to be Gus. You can never be that cool. I'm sorry, the truth hurts. You're right, dude. I could never be that cool. I love Gus. I can't wait for the Psych 3 movie to come out. Does anyone know? I actually want to. I want to watch the Psych 2 movie again. Does anyone know how to watch that? If there's a way to watch that for free, but like legitimately for free, not like a torrent or something like that. Because I think it was on. God, which service was that on Peacock? It was on Peacock, which we had like a free trial to or something like that. But I think that's over. Or is that? Or is there like an ad version, like a free ad-based version? Like I don't mind paying a little bit of money to watch something, but I feel like that's the only thing I want to watch one time. Where it's like, yeah, I don't want to sign up even for a month just to watch a movie I've already seen. You can do Peacock for free? Okay. Alright, good. I'll have to look into that one night. You could be running the drugstore. Yeah, maybe. Ah, I accidentally parried. That's 2. My parry stun duration. Come on, Hella. You're being such a Mysterio right now, Hella. Ah, what a Mysterio. Come on. Thank you. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. One more time. Yes. Alright. She dead after the invulnerability at least. P.S. Guy Gardner, coolest name ever. I'm a Green Lantern fan. Wait, is that the Green Lantern? I worked with a Guy Gardner before. Uji, do you have a favorite champion? Man Thing. Yup. I wish my Man Thing was higher Sig level. I didn't really feel like trying to get the solo with Man Thing on Mysterio today. But if I had him at like Sig 200, I maybe would have spent a little bit more time trying that. What also wasn't that fun because you don't get Mystic Dispersion. But the Sig level is what allows you to heal with Man Thing when you're below 50% health. And it's every time you use a special. And because of Matador, dude, you're popping specials like crazy in that fight, or you can be. So the healing would actually be pretty legit. Crap, I didn't mean to. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna pop a special 2 even though it's gonna not do anything because she's poisoning me. I only wanted to use a special 1. And I totally spaced out and did not throw the special 1. Oh, come on, dude. This happens so much. It's a 90% chance to armor break. And no armor break. Feels like it happens way more than 90% of the time. He was one of the Green Lanterns. A very rude Green Lantern. Okay. Oh, shit. Guy Garner saying the best Green Lantern. Did I just fail again, too? I think there's 2 special ones, right? I'm not going crazy? And one of them failed? Matthew Robertson sent over 2 saying, beat the Grandmaster last night. Alright, dude. Well, congrats, man. Good stuff. Is that enough for Thronebreaker, or do you still gotta get a rank 3? BG is a Bean Lantern, dude. I'd watch that movie. Side note, if you have Comcast, you can get a Flex box for free, which will include Peacock for free. Interesting. I do have Comcast. I don't want any of their boxes in my place, though, man. I'm like, oh, God. I want to deal with Comcast as little as humanly possible after the... I don't know how many times I was on the phone with them. The hours and hours and hours that I spent in total on the phone trying to get my internet issues resolved. And then the luckily it was only 2 visits, and then they found out that it was a problem down the street or something like that. But it felt like they were about to schedule a 3rd visit and all that. Dude, I almost wish never even brought them up tonight. I'm keeping the fingers crossed. Comcast has been reliable for the past however many months at this point. Let's hope it stays that way forever. But yeah. Matthew, still got to get a rank 3. Okay. But hopefully on the 4th deals calves, we'll have tier 5 class catalog stuff. All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully you're able to get it. Potato sent over 2 saying, ABG. Taking my dupe 5-star I-bomb from rank 2 to rank 5. Nice. Does he need SIGs? No. You can play him unawakened. Let's go take a look at his awaken ability. We don't even need to go to Aunt May for this one. Have all the important science gems at 200 and stones to burn for item use for either him or Spider Oink. Oh, well, if you have the SIGs, I would say give it to him. It will help. And this, like, I think iBomb is just a strong champion in general, so you might as well SIG him up if you got him. You don't need to go all the way. So it increases the damage of your poison, petrify, and acid burn effects, or increase the duration of them, pretty much same thing, by 10 to 30%. And you can see here at SIG 60, I already have like 21 of that 30%. You know? Actually, it's not the same thing as just increasing the damage. That was a mistake on my part. So the longer duration of it, it does affect his other abilities. You need 10 poisons on the opponent to get an acid burn. The acid burn itself, it's mostly just there for the damage, but it also allows your hits to be unblockable, wherever that is in his kit. Here we go. While acid burn is active, the opponent is inflicted with an indefinite non-stacking poison debuff, dealing 0 damage. That's just there for the acid wash node itself. That way acid burn still deals damage. And reducing health recovery by 30%. While this is active, no additional personal poisons. That was not... Oh, it was the line after. Here we go. When striking an opponent suffering from acid burn, all attacks are unblockable and deal a burst of a bunch of physical damage. So, yeah, the added duration is nice for that reason too. But even at SIG 60, I'm pretty happy with it. Eventually, when I get more SIGs, I'll keep loading him into him, but you could also play him unawakened though and be fine if you don't want to use the resources. Fluffy Monster sending over another buck, saying once I went to the propeller to see if the big chungus was working, but then I got turned back to the Lions due to safety and the speed racing that happened at the Space Force. This is a great story, Fluffy Monster. I wonder where it goes. However, I never turned down a clock for Turkers. True story. Read last dingus. I mean, yeah, that story has to be true. Probably. What? Alright, let me see. Lakers bodyguard. I have a bachelor's in psychology, so the job is to work with people with mental disabilities. It's new to me because it'd be my first job. I'll put my degree to work. Sounds challenging. That does sound challenging, dude, but okay. It sounds like that could be some pretty rewarding work. That could even like give you a different perspective on things. I bet. So that's cool, man. I hope you like it, because yeah, that definitely sounds like challenging work, but that's cool, man. Good luck to you. ABG completed the 3-star Cyclops Karina's challenge today, leaving me only the Labyrinth challenges to do. And I must say, that was more painful than Summer of Pain so far. Yeah, I've heard that one's pretty rough. I heard that one's pretty challenging. I've heard anywhere from like 30 to 60 revives going through that place. Or maybe like 25 to 60. But geez, that's a lot of revives. You know? I gotta do some more of Karina's challenges. I'm just a little bit hesitant to do them while Summer of Pain is active. Just in case, you know, I do need to use revives going through the later weeks. I want to try to, you know, make sure that I'm good there. And then go back to Karina's challenges afterwards. But then, oh man, we're about to get the 7.3 beta. as well. The content train, it's not really stopping. I love it, man. Used to work for Comcast as of a couple days ago. Oh, dang. And as long as you have only one flex box, no additional cost, and you get Peacock, it's essentially a Roku or Apple TV streaming box. You're kind of talking me into it. Maybe I'll look into that. You know what? I'm gonna write it down. Because I wonder if we could, like, cancel another service if we get Peacock. Or it'll just be something more for Laura to watch. Because I really just want to watch the Psych movie again. I don't really care about anything else. But I'm sure Laura can find something to watch on that, so I'll look into it. She'll probably enjoy that. BG, have you seen Attack on Titan? No, I have not. I haven't really watched any anime other than Dragon Ball Z. And not the new Dragon Ball Z Super stuff. Just Dragon Ball Z. BG, have you seen ... The answer is no. Pretty much. Yeah. What's up, Hunter? I can see BG as an extra on Psych, who's just a wacky and zany tech support dude who casually eats some beans under his desk and makes crazy faces when ranting about outdated references. Dude. That would be a dream if I could make like a Mighty Ducks reference on something Psych related. I don't even care if it's a like, I mean, the show is done, right? But they're still making movies from time to time. I don't even need to be in a movie. If I could just be in like a little short that gets posted to YouTube, you know? Maybe the villain is Mr. Ducksworth. And he does something wild, and I'm just like, man, quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. I would love that. That'd be incredible. BG, buying the Vision offer. Oh, the Vision offer. Dude, I totally forgot. We just talked about we talked, what was it, yesterday or the day before or something like that? About Vision returning as an offer, and look at that, man. There it is. Let's take a closer look. I really didn't analyze it that well since I just did Summer of Pain stuff today. Let's see. Well, this wasn't it, but let me click on this stuff. Actually. Okay. I was trying to see if this would include anything about Summer Appreciation Calendar, but I guess not. Vision now. Okay. Greetings, Summoner. For a limited time, unleash the pro... Yeah, we get it. Okay, 6-star Vision bundle. 6,000 units. You get a 6-star Vision and 5-star Vision and 500,000 gold. You know, I didn't even think about this, but when we were talking about the Vision offer the other night, I said they should keep the 5-star version expensive, just as like a collectible character. Saying they shouldn't reduce the cost lower than 1,500 units for Vision. But it makes total sense just to include the 5-star Vision in the 6-star bundle. I think this is good, a good way to do it. Anyway, so you get both Vision for 6,000 units, and then you get the Awakening bundle, which isn't much of a bundle. Until we get, I guess that, okay. It's just called an Awakening bundle, whatever. Then there's the Rank Up bundle. So now we're talking over 20,000, almost 20,000 units. 19.5 to get all of these bundles. What's crazy is if that was 80 SIG stones, I would think about it. But it's just 80 tier 6 ISO 8. I don't care about that. This is pretty expensive. I don't think it's worth it. If you're a collector, sure, but just keep in mind that they're probably gonna bring this bundle back cheaper again in the future. And right now, there's not many people out there who actually use Vision. There are some. And if you really want to use Vision, then it could be worth it. But overall, I think this is a very expensive offer. Actually raised the cost of the 5-star as well as restricting it to uncollected and above. Is there any... There's no separate... Like, this is detailing all the bundles, right? But yeah, you're right. This is technically making the 5-star more expensive. I don't want the 6-star. I just want to do my 5-star for cheap. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, when you put it that way, I think doing what I talked about would have been better. Still keeping them separate. Still keep it, 1,500 units for the 5-star Vision, but just include a bunch of rank up resources that you could either use on Vision or other champions. Include some tier 5 class catalysts in there too, just because, in order to justify the cost. Yeah, this really doesn't look enticing in the slightest as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how much I would pay for a 6-star Vision. It would not be much, I'll tell you that. There's a chance this guy gets buffed, and I hope he does get buffed. But I feel like if they buffed him, they would do it right before releasing the bundle. That would make sense to me. Maybe next time they release that bundle, they'll buff him and then release it like that day. Oh, they're selling 5-star Vision to uncollected for 3,000 units. Oh, okay. Ugh. Ugh. That's terrible. Why? That is terrible. I had 6 words in caps. Trying to crack a joke. BG never reads my posts anyway. This is stupid. Unsubscribing. All right, man. Well, take it easy. I don't... I don't know why you're so mad. But bye. Alright. Let's go back to the grind. Just got the 3-shot with Claire on Mysterio. First attempt did 60%. Rank 2, 6-star with some boosts. Oh, nice, dude. That's not bad. 60% on the first try. It's good stuff. I'm away to vacation. Love the channel, dude. Enjoy your vacation. Last year, the 5-star Vision was for Conqueror and above, only 1,500, and included both parts of this year's 2 offers. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, man. That seems really silly to me. They're selling it for 3,000 units. Like, I don't know, man. I'm sure they're trying to justify it in some way of like there wasn't a separation, but no, actually no, even that doesn't make sense. Why would they do that? What I was gonna say, I'll finish the thought. You know how like before we had the Thronebreaker title, they released an offer that was trying to be like between Cavalier and Thronebreaker level, and then when they released the Thronebreaker level of stuff, it's almost like the Cav level rewards went down or just didn't improve as much as people would have thought. Maybe they like, stayed the same, whereas people were expecting them to go up. This is for like Cyber Monday last year. And yeah, like that was the reasoning, is like they had to make the offers a little bit more juicy, but now that they have like separate classifications of players, they were able to you know, get around that. But this doesn't really apply to the vision situation. This is just all bad. Weird. That vision offer in cash cost more than my first car? Not mine. My first car cost me 2,000 bucks. Piece of garbage. Almost killed me. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Okay. Boo. Did always manages to read the messages about people being mad, but about not being seen? Yeah, apparently. It's almost like there's a lot of people in here, and I'm not going to see every single message. And if you just don't get mad and type the message again, I'll probably see it. Son of a game crash. Sorry, I didn't mean first attempt. I kept practicing until I hit a 60%. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the way I interpreted it. Then finished it with 2 revives. No, totally. I knew what you were saying. I feel like I should provide some backstory. I left because the call center representative became too stressful and want to pursue a career in networking. Okay. Well, good luck, dude. Yeah, I don't imagine that job is very fun to do, working for Comcast, especially knowing that so many people have had bad experiences. So, like, I not every single, like, I would say most of the times when I was speaking with Comcast, it was not a good experience. But there were 2 times that I called, and I feel like I got through to the right person, and they were helpful and everything, and it was great. But just knowing that, like, okay, you probably have somebody calling in agitated already, that you not only need to help and do so without kind of dealing with their crap, not being able to just be like, listen, man, shut up. Stop being so angry, I'm gonna help you. I know that's what you actually want to say. You need to take it easy, tone it down. I'm gonna help you now. But yeah, it's probably not a good job at all. Because I certainly dealt with that a little bit at my last job too. There was certain times where, like, I would just take the phone out of someone's hand and be like, listen, I hear the way you're talking to this guy. I mean, I didn't exactly word it this way, but I would basically be saying, I hear the way that you're talking to this customer. You're telling him some BS. I'm actually going to help him. Just pass him over to me. And then, try to explain what they were doing wrong after the call ended, but yeah, can't really do that in as big a company as Comcast, especially working from home and all that. Anyway, what do you call Baldy who got dis? What? What's up, KT? Imagine if you actually got help from Guy Gardner. Dude, what if I did? Actually, no, there'd be no way. I mean, unless they're just not saying something, because I had to give my name, my address, my social security number, all that stuff every single time I called, I have to tell them what I ate for breakfast. Give 3 more credit card numbers. Nah, he is perfectly fine. What? Dude, KT, this joke's going right over my bald head. What do you call... Hold on. What do you call Baldy who got this? Nah, he's perfectly fine? What? It's going right over my head. I can't even hit it with a laugh track because I feel like I don't even get the joke. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? A milkshake. Okay, yeah, see that one? I mean, I get that one, but that was also terrible. Boo. KT's been hacked by a madman? I think so, Maverick. I think so. That is not Comcast. That is the guy trying to steal your identity. Damn. Well, joke's on him. It's already stolen. So no, I have not talked to you. I would have asked MCOC questions if I talked to PG. I told the guy, like one of the guys, I was like, look, man, you know, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that, but I've called like 5 times at this point. And, you know, I live stream and stuff like that. And the live streams, they're getting interrupted. And it really sucks. A whole bunch of people are seeing the issues too, so not a good look for Comcast either. And then we started talking a little bit about like what game I stream and stuff. Like, he didn't seem too interested in MCOC. He's like, oh, a Marvel mobile game, huh? Okay. Not only am I not interested, but I'm not gonna help you anymore. And then they hung up the phone. Kidding about the last part, of course, but I did mention at least I played MCOC. Secretly, he's probably like, uh-huh, really, MCOC? No, I've never heard of it. While he's like finishing up an arena fight. Nah, KT just woke up and is still super sleepy, but it was a reference to your King Gru fight. Oh, dude. Oh my god. I should have known. Yeah, I mean, I literally put it in a tweet. My tweet tonight was never say the words we're totally fine now. I got wrecked so hard, it almost made me forget the incident entirely, even though I posted the separate video and all that too. Should have said you played Warzone. Dude, I wonder if I said like the game, like whatever game he plays, I should have done that. I should have asked him like what games he's into. And then I would have been like, oh yeah, I love that game. And then maybe maybe he would have made sure that my issues were fixed. You'd have been even more inclined to help, you know? Actually, that was one of the 2 people that were pretty good. It was that person and then the final person that helped me. Other than that, like, useless. PG, that guy was one of 2 things. He either plays Strike Force or he's in like Noon and was trying to sabotage. Oh man. Dude, I was really scared to do my Alliance War fights at that time. But I never disconnected while doing an Alliance War fight, luckily. Did BG say the D word? Shame on you, Baldy. Shame on you. Dick? Is that what you're talking about? I say that not talking about the male bits and pieces. But if somebody's a dick, yeah. I feel like that's family friendly enough. It's close enough, at least. Last, please, BG. Tis a 2-parter. All right, let me see. Brian, I have an idea for a mechanic. So if you were allowed a single time to use it with a timed cooldown and a cost like the name change, swap the rank and level of champ with another one. They have to be the same star level and class type with a rank 1 you just pulled, and an old 565 you rarely ever use anymore, and swap the rankings and sig. Thoughts? I would hate it if they added it. I would use it because I would have to. There's better champions get released all the time, but that kind of ruins the game. A lot of this game is like, which champion do I want to rank up? Do I go with this champion? Are they good enough? Or do I wait to potentially pull this better one while ranking up maybe some other class types, things like that? Even if it had a long cooldown to it, even if it was like a once a year thing that you can do, I wouldn't want that. For me, okay, so you guys heard me ranting a little bit about, well, the people who were here at the start of the stream at least heard me ranting a little bit about Marvel Future Revolution, and saying that I didn't like that it just seemed like a PC game that was like a port on a mobile device, essentially, where if I wanted to play a PC game, I would just play a PC game. I think what makes MCOC an actual good like mobile game that I've been enjoying for the longest now is that like it has that like the decision making factors to it. There's two, like if this was a fighting game, I mean it is a fighting game, but if it was like a more, if it was like a purely fighting game, like the competitive ones, like Street Fighter, like Mortal Kombat, even Smash Bros and stuff like that, right? Like there's more mechanics in those games than there is in MCOC. But what makes this game good is the collection factor, for one. So it's like Pokemon in that regard. And then the second thing is all of our decisions matter a lot. You feel the weight of your decisions in this game. And it's not the end of the world if you make a poor decision. It's okay. It might take some time to recover from that decision, to get your next set of catalysts to rank up maybe the champion that you should have gone with in the first place or something like that. But you at least feel it. Whereas in other games, sometimes your decisions are just like, oh, I goofed here. It doesn't matter. Let me just... Takes 2 seconds to reset this. Or some games do have, like, you know, mastery systems that you can just swap around freely and stuff like that. I like that your decisions matter in this game, so that's why I really hated the idea of rank down tickets. They're good if a champ gets nerfed, but since champs don't really get nerfed, never wanted to see rank down tickets, and I never wanted to see, or like I wouldn't want to see a system that you described, Hunter, where you could essentially just swap the ranks of a champ with another. BG, your recommendation algorithms are on point. You get new viewers every single day. Props to YouTube. Cool. I guess, yeah. Never thought about it, but yeah. Jacob Paul sent over 2 saying Devil Dinosaur would be a fun champ to add. Devil Dinosaur, I think we looked him up before, but I don't remember what he looks like off the top of my head. Let's look him up. Devil Dinosaur. See what we got here. Oh yeah, we've looked this guy up before. I mean, he basically just looks exactly as you'd expect. It's a freaking dinosaur. Oh wait, yeah, doesn't that girl have something to do with it though? Let's see some of the other pictures here. Is that just a monkey on top of Devil Dinosaur's head in this one? What the hell? I wonder how they would... Oh, you know what? Kabam, they did talk about raids, right? I don't know how they would add this character as a playable character. I mean, they could. They you know, obviously just shrink them down a little bit in comparison to this picture here. But that could be a raid boss. Maybe they would do that. PG, did you know Human Torch can just go flame on and it will disintegrate all bacteria on him and in him? So he doesn't need to shower and brush teeth anymore. That's incredible. Some bacteria is good in us though, man. That would be maybe not such a good thing. Dude, that'd be incredible. Instead of brushing your teeth, flame on. I'm good. Would your breath be good though? It might be good enough to prevent cavities, but your breath would still stink, right? The hot garbage would just be even hotter garbage. It's a dude, Moon Boy to be exact. Oh. Okay. Mole Man rides a giant mole creature, so why not? Totally within the realm of possibility. Yeah. This is true. Devil Dinosaur use a similar base model to Mole God. Maybe. How does he fight and look stuff up at the same time? Just with my peripheral vision. And, oh, actually, yeah, Onyx Olympian's right. The arena fights are pre-recorded. I shouldn't lie. The truth's already out there. I mean, there was even someone out there that earlier today, they said they have proof that I'm spending, so that truth is out there too. Truth is, guys, I spend lots of money every day, and the arena fights, they're pre-recorded, and this is not really a bald cap. Psych. No, that was Moon Girl. Recent update. Moon Boy was in the original from the 60s. Okay. I was gonna say, that looked like a girl to me, but I mean, those lines are blurring every day, right? So, but okay. It'd be a cool character. I mean, they could make that character playable, or they could just do like what I said and turn that into a raid boss. I think that'd be fine too. Arena fights are pre-recorded and BG paid mercs to do it for him. Dude, and it's about time they're turning over to the crystals, because it's starting to get late, so thank you, mercs. About freaking time. Let's get some 225 units here. We've got like one more night before 4th of July, so tonight or tomorrow I need a 225 unit pull. Make me feel a little bit better about dumping my units. GG or chat, I got 5-star Silver Centurion. Is he worth ranking up if awakened? You know, I don't have a ton of experience with him. He's an interesting one, though. Some people have used them for the Summer of Pain challenges, and elsewhere in the game. Come on, man. It could have stopped on one of those three. Piece of garbage. Stupid crystal reel. But yeah, Silver Centurion, I don't see a ton of people playing him. It feels like one of those champions where you're either going to use him for fun, just because you personally like the character, or maybe you don't have some of the other options that have the slow mechanic or something like that. PG, are you doing an arena crystal opening? Whenever we get the gold boost. I'm trying to wait for the gold boost. And then I'm going to pop open the Thronebreaker crystals. Hey, have we seen a 6-star Punisher yet? I can't remember if someone posted a 6-star Punisher. But at this point, these crystals have been out for a while. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? How you doing, man? Ryan, is that the old headset on your ladder shelf back there? No. You're talking about right there? What is that? Oh, no. That's my head shaver thing. So I've got like the base of it plugged in over here. But you rinse it out underwater. I mean, my bald cap buffer. You rinse it out underwater when you're done. And I just put it like there's a little plastic case covering, and I just put the blade part of it in there so that I can just air out, dry out for next time I use it. No, the old headset, I don't know if I have it anymore. When I rearranged this area, I think I junked it. I might have kept it. It might be in a pile somewhere just because it technically still worked. But the thing was beat to hell. So yeah. If I didn't chuck it, I should. All right. In any case, though, guys, I'm going to head on out of here for the night. Before I go, though, shout out to Jack almost for being tonight's biggest D once again. Jack, thank you again, dude. And yeah, thank you to everyone else as well. Appreciate all the support as always, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. And yeah, I'll see you all then. Good luck if you guys are still doing Summer of Pain. Night, everybody.